Slumping oil prices predominantly changes the composition of global economic activity. So in particular, it redistributes income and wealth from oil exporters to oil importers and from producers to consumers. So in particular, developed country oil importers are likely to see stronger growth, particularly via stronger consumption spending, while growth is likely to slow in countries like Saudi Arabia, Russia, Brazil, that export oil and other commodities. But even within the developed countries, you're probably going to see a change in the mix of activity. So in the United States, lower oil prices means that investment in the energy sector, which has been quite strong in recent years, will slow aggressively, but personal consumption spending is likely to pick up. Importantly though, we still remain confident that the drop in oil prices is going to boost global growth in 2015 rather than detract from it. That's going to cause a lot of volatility over the next 1 to 2 months. It's fairly clear that the new Greek government wants to take a fairly confrontational stance with respect to its European partners as it tries to really get the best deal that it can in terms of reprofiling its debt and maybe getting some more wiggle room on its budget deficit. Its partners obviously don't want to concede too much ground. Ultimately, Syriza and Cyprus are going to have to compromise to some extent because Greek banks are very, very dependent on the ECB for liquidity provision, and we don't think that Greece will be able to sustain itself outside of a program through the year. If they don't do a deal and continue to be belligerent, then the possibility of a Greek exit increases. Fortunately, the backstop for the rest of the Eurozone is stronger than it used to be. So the ECB is buying other countries' government bonds, the OMT program is still an option, and other sort of financing mechanisms, and so we still remain fairly confident that even if Greece were to exit from the Eurozone, it wouldn't be a systemic crisis for the entire region.